going on, Jerome's? So the development of slinging Sam Darnold this season with the Minnesota Vikings and head coach Kevin O'Connell has been the story of the early part of the 2024 season. The pride of USC, former number 3 overall pick in 2018, finally getting it done, and he is becoming America's quarterback. That's right, babe. And Darnold, of course, didn't pan out with the Jets, who drafted him, like we said, number 3 overall pick in 2018. And, just the Adam Gase, lack of playmakers, lack of offensive line, organizational instability, the New York media, everything played a part in it. Didn't work out with the Panthers as well. But, it really sucks because Sam Darnold was up there as one of the largest draft busts of all time. Let's be honest. He certainly was up there, right? And it became a meme and a joke and a punchline and all that stuff. But now he has fully risen from the ashes, and Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings, major part of that. Also, a little bit of credit to Sam Darnold as well. Operated pretty damn good. Long story longer, Kevin O'Connell, a hat model, it's back, was on with Rich Eisen of the Rich Eisen Show. And it's interesting because Rich Eisen is a Jets fan, so he obviously knows of the Darnold saga. Also, he's a Michigan alum, so he loves him some J.J. McCarthy. So Rich Eisen gets it both ways here in the great state of Minnesota. Woo! Love to see it, man. So this is what Kevin O'Connell said when Rich Eisen asked him about the development of Sam Darnold. And when he asked it, you could just tell the hurt of a Jets fan. Just like, we drafted him, he didn't work out here, and now he's working out. Dude, tell me your secrets. But this is what O'Connell said. There's not enough emphasis put on the organization's role in the development of a quarterback, meaning I believe organizations fail young quarterbacks before young quarterbacks fail organizations. That's absolutely fair. Where a player can come in with all the talent in the world, but if he has piss poor coaching, if he doesn't have the infrastructure that shows him how to be better every single day, if he doesn't have a quality quarterback coach, which Darnold does here with his guy Josh McCown, if he doesn't have a good OC, which he does here with Wes Phillips, if he doesn't have a head coach who understands and can commiserate with him, which he does here with Kevin O'Connell. It doesn't matter that O'Connell comes from an offensive background. Defensive head coaches can still have a solid working relationship with their quarterback. Also, offensive line, playmakers, defense, running game, all that stuff, all that matters, right? And if a quarterback ends up in a bad spot with a bad organization, he's going to fail, right? Whether he's got talent or not. But even if the same baseline amount of talent, if he ends up in a good situation, he's going to thrive. That's just how it works. And I think we've shifted from, does this player have the talent, versus where is the player going to land and develop? I think we made that jump because, think of all the quarterback busts throughout the years. A lot of it is on the player themselves. Either they didn't have the talent or they didn't have the work ethic or whatever. But just think of how many players, if switch spots, would have worked out. And how many great players that we know now, great quarterbacks, if they went to a piss poor organization, would have failed. It's kind of crazy to think about. Overall, I think it's important to understand that every single one of these guys is on a journey, a very difficult journey. And I come to you. They need the support. They need the teammates around them. They need a system in place to ultimately try to maximize who they are and what their potential is. I just said that because they're still drafting players off of potential. And after that, moment to moment, when the potential becomes reality, is really on the organization if you've got the right guy. So, again, it's not just turning like me off the street into an all-pro quarterback. The guy has to have talent, part one, and the organization has to support him to develop that talent, part two, right? So O'Connell's absolutely right here. And O'Connell, I do think that he sees some of himself in Sam Darnold, but Darnold number 3 overall, Kevin O'Connell 3rd round pick. With the Patriots, Patriots obviously a great organization, but sitting behind Tom Brady didn't quite work out. But then O'Connell went to the Jets, and O'Connell got to experience the organization with the Jets, where obviously it was different at the time. Rex Ryan as the head coach, but it didn't work out there either. So I feel like, deep down, like O'Connell's never going to say it, but he does feel miffed that he didn't get a chance to develop, and I think that he does have a lot of empathy for guys like Sam Darnold, who also failed in the league because he didn't get a chance to develop in a proper situation with a proper organization, right? And also the Jets connection there. And as we said, if Mahomes ended up with the Bears or with the Jets, he would be the CFL's leading passer right now. He would be former Twins reliever Pat Mahomes' kid. who can throw the ball up for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers or whatever. But also, if Slinging Sam Darnold had somehow, some way ended up with Andy Reid and the Chiefs, he would have at least one Super Bowl. I will go to the mat with that. The red wave, the red. Nah, that's not it. We need to think of a nickname for Darnold that has to do with his red hair. But yeah, would have like the Chiefs' colors would have definitely accentuated his red beard. Maybe red beard. Also, not to go down the rabbit hole, but it does make you wonder, right? So Christian Ponder obviously did not work out. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy was going to make the leap in year 3, and I'll go to my grave defending that until his leg decided to socially distance from his body. But it makes you wonder, if Ponder had been here with a offensive-minded head coach like a Kevin O'Connell, if say take 2011 Christian Ponder, plop him into the 2024 Vikings, does he succeed, right? Or does he fail like he did in 2011? But, I mean, Leslie Frazier, defensive-minded head coach, Bill Musgrave, Bill 3x5, play card Musgrave, obviously didn't work out. And with Teddy, Zim, obviously defensive-minded head coach, as well as Norv, would have worked out if Teddy had landed with a Kevin O'Connell type. It's fun to play around with. I think Teddy would have worked out. Ponder, don't know, but it drives you crazy. It drives you crazy, because it makes you think, just like, the nature versus nurture debate, it's there. Like, you have to have talent to succeed in this league, yes. You have to have drive and work ethic, yes. But also everything around you has to work out in your favor. And for all this Darnold stuff, I mean, Darnold is succeeding here because he has competent coaching. He's got a developing offensive line. The run game is there. Kevin O'Connell's fantastic. Weapons all over the place. A great defense to get him the ball back in advantageous field position. And everything that's working in the favor of Darnold, it's got to make you feel good about the future of J.J. McCarthy, right? Because this is just there's a reason that during and before the draft, they said that the Vikings was the best spot for a first-round quarterback. Now, I know that revisionist history, a lot of people says, like, oh, well, the Bears are the best spot for a first-round. Yeah, okay. Okay, but makes you feel good about McCarthy. And as long as Darnold keeps balling, like I said, the best-case scenario for the Vikings, because maybe you extend him. Maybe you tag and trade him for a mint. Don't know. But either way, Kevin O'Connell, quarterback whisperer, Vikings got themselves a good one. Extend him for Pete's sake. Get this thing done. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell on the Rich Eisen Show, speaking about a quarterback development and the organization's role in it. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, his thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull production value.